How's everybody doing? And welcome to the fish room. So today is gonna be a very overdue day. So I'm catching a lot of plecos and guppies out of this tank, and also this tank over here. I've talked about my older videos if you guys want to check those out. But I've been talking about the plans I want to do. So long story short, I'm way overcrowded with guppies and plecos. Oscar's doing great, by the way. Got a cool little clip of him somewhere on yesterday. I might slip that in there at the end. Angelfish are doing well. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and catch all the guppies and plecos out today. I'm gonna go ahead and select what I'm gonna pick for like my future breeders. So I'll show you things I'm looking for and things I'm trying to recreate and things I'm trying to get away from, just with the color, body shape of the strains and stuff. But a lot of really nice guppies in here. They're all a good size, but they're at the size where they're so big and there's so many of them that they're gonna stop breeding. They'll eat the babies when they do have babies. So definitely a lot in here today. We're gonna go through and catch them. I just wanted to show a video. I always like kind of documenting what the tanks look like at certain times. It's kind of cool for me to go back and look at my videos, kind of like a time frame of everything that I've been up to. But yeah, tanks are doing really well. We're selling, there's all my plans there for, I want to breed some super red plecos in here, a couple guppies, get my red dragon strain going and kind of crossbreed those. But yeah, I want to show the tanks before I start catching fish, and I'll show you kind of the process along the way. I'm not going to record a whole bunch of it, but I'm going to stop in between and kind of show you the steps of what I'm selling, what I'm keeping, if there's any calls I need to make, and kind of how I organize the fish. And we're gonna go to the pet store later and sell them up and reset these tanks, so check it out. All right, so I got everything set up here. We're gonna start catching the fish out. Things I think that are helpful whenever you're selling fish, depending on the setup and what you're actually doing, the species of fish. I wanna get all these guppies out of here because I'm trying to start a new strain, a new line. So I'm gonna catch majority, if not every guppy. But the thing you want to do is you want to keep your your best breeding stock. So first thing I like to do is go through and I pick out the nicest fish, because I don't want to be going around fish. Anytime you're trying to not catch a fish, they just swim in your net. So anything you want to avoid, I'd almost rather just get it out of the way early on, because there are a really nice handful of some fish in here I've been looking at and I've been eyeing up. I'll go through right now and point out a couple fish I'm gonna catch, and then there's also a couple calls in here I need to kind of separate from the rest of the fish, and I'll show you what I'm looking for when I do that. First things first, I'll find the one male I was looking for. Let's see where he's at. All right, so here's one of the males I'm gonna catch and keep. I wanna show you while he's still swimming in the tank. So for example, like this male right here. So it's a half black. He's got nice like orange and red in his tail. His top fin's got color. His back is pretty straight. He's got good body shape. So that's the fish we're gonna catch out. But there's a handful of in here that have better bodies or a little bit straighter backs. Those are things you're all looking for, good just characteristics you wanna carry over to the next, your next line. And then here's a nice female. So this one doesn't have a lot of crazy color, but it still has the color in the top and bottom fin. She's got good body shape. She's got like the half black, which when it comes to females, typically you'll get a lot of this where they're all silver and they have the color in their fins. So I'm gonna catch that one out. I'm also gonna catch out some of those females that do have the color in their fins. Let me see if I can spot one out. Like maybe not the best example, but this one here, see the female has color in her tail, but also her top fin. So I'm gonna be looking for the longest fins in the females and the most coloration kind of spreading. And that's all stuff you can breed through over time, and I've been doing that for quite some time. Just for example, like this fish here is definitely something I'm gonna have to call out. That's what the Oscar's for. Very fun. It's a nice fish and all, but it just doesn't have nothing we want to recreate, obviously. But stuff like that, they still have their purpose. It's kind of part of breeding. But stuff like that, we want to make sure we don't keep recreating. So we're just going to go through and catch a couple of those females out, a couple of those males, and I'll separate them, and I'll show you what we have at the end. All right, so we've got all the fish caught out. I'll show you what we have now, but here's what I left in the tank. So we got a handful of guppies in here. Try to hand pick the ones I like the most, especially with the females, trying to get nice color, good body shape. Got a couple of the males there. And the plan is to mix in some of those red dragons. But then I left some super reds in here. It's like a juvenile one. That one's almost breeding size. There's a male back there. Kind of hard to see these guys right now until I start up. I left a calico, a couple female reds, and then a red male. So that's the plan. We're gonna fill this tank back up, go to the pet store. I'll show you the fish we caught out.
So over here we got just 3 separate bags. Try to split them up, not put too many in a bag, but they're only being there for about a half hour. But we got about 40 guppies in a bag. Hopefully we can show you those floating at the pet store. And then we'll take a look over at the plecos. Also just got some moss here. See what they want to buy at the pet store. Over here we have all the plecos. Right here I'm using one of these little USB air pumps, really nice for when you're traveling. And I can put links for that stuff in the description below if you want to check these out. I got this from a friend. They got it from like a sponsor, but I want to buy more because they are super convenient, and it'd be nice to have one for each bucket. But right now I'm teeing them off and just using 2. Not giving crazy airflow, but better than nothing. Here's all the mediums and smalls. I have to count all these guys. Usually I'll take a picture or I'll do like a screenshot and I'll go through and just count them all. Probably put a light on them first. And then over here we have some long fins in the adults. So kind of rushed through all that, but let's go ahead and take them to the store. These are all long fins and adults, and then these are all juveniles. And honestly, most of these guys, if I was selling them more frequently, these are all like adult size. I could sell them for a lot more. But right now, we just need to get these future projects kind of rolling. So I'll show you all these in the tanks at the store, but time to go off. The axolotls. They like the... Okay.
What's it called? Vivarium.
Yeah, vivarium. Alright, so there you have it. I just got back from the pet store. Got all those fish sold. I did pick up some clownfish. I'll show you those after. But this tank just needs filled up, but I got to clean the sponge filters. I got all those fish out that I wanted out. Put back some new guppies from that that we all selected. Just kind of starting the next line fresh. Kind of hand picking some traits I like, and we're gonna keep working on these guys. But now they actually have room to have babies and not eat them all. So excited to see what this tank does, and then I'm excited to get these Super Reds breeding again. I'm actually getting a whole 55 gallon just dedicated to Super Reds, because we've been producing tons and tons of those plecos, just a different color. So now we're not getting as much crossbreeding. We'll be able to kind of get some pleco caves in here, and I'm excited to see what this tank does in the future. But I'll just show you the other tanks over here. Threw a little bit of food in there. Angels are all doing well. Down here we got the Oscar. I had a really cool footage of him the other day. I might throw that in at the end as well. Just him and the blue car swimming around. And then this tank's the next tank. Probably in a week or 2, I'm gonna do that again to the same pet store, if not another pet store. But this tank, we need to kind of keep some breeders, but I need to start getting all these commons sold and stuff, just because they're gonna just overcrowd the tank. I've been doing a lot more water changes and a lot more feeding than I have to, so make some more room for them to start breeding and get more specific on everything. But yep, thanks for watching, guys. I wanted to show you that I was selling some fish today, just kind of things to look for when you're separating them, and we can go a few months from now, look back at this video and see what we all did, and all the babies and where they came from and stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. I will throw in those clips at the end here of the clownfish we got. I just got them acclimated in the tank. They're doing good so far, so I'm excited to start doing some saltwater tanks. Maybe something I can offer for my customers as well. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna throw those videos here at the end. If you haven't already, like the video below, comment, let me know what you guys think, what you want to see next. And then any of those products I mentioned, I'll put some links for those as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.